Hundreds of drug addicts give birth to babies in Louisiana every year.
And in the end, many of their children rely on the kindness of strangers for a safe and secure future. Nancy Parker has that.
A North Shore man read an ad in the paper after Katrina about the need for foster parents. The phone call he made led to a life of joy he never imagined. Tracy DeRoche has his hands full. His children, 8-year-old Catherine.
She's a girly girl.
10-year-old Doug.
He very analytical. He's going to be the engineer in a family.
And 3-year-old Luther.
It's nonstop. He is just full of life.
Are his world.
You need a lot of energy because at 5 or 5:30 they're up and it's full speed ahead. Packing the diapers for the 3-year-old to go to daycare and then getting the other 2 ready.
He's raised them all from birth with a lot of family support.
It's kind of cool because I came from a family with all adopted children.
They share a bond beyond their father's love. They were all born from moms hooked on heroin.
I never knew my mom, so I don't really know. But I knew she lived on the street, and I'd rather live with my family than on the street.
Doug was 2 months old when he was placed in Tracy DeRoche's home, addicted to heroin just like his mother.
When he came home, he was going through withdrawal so bad, literally he would just shake like this. 24 hours a day. So he would shake for about 40 minutes, and then he'd be so tired from shaking, he'd fall asleep. And then Catherine, about 18 months later, and her withdrawals were fairly minor, but she was still born addicted.
My closet was really a mess.
Today, she's a free spirit, thriving in school, tennis, and theater.
And I used to do ballet and swimming.
Surrounded by the only family she's ever known.
I'm just glad that my mom was willing to give me away so I would have a good life, so I wouldn't have to stay somewhere with some, I don't know, just like in a children's home.
Everything was fine, and then all of a sudden they called to me about the youngest one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, 3.
He welcomed Luther into the fold.
His withdrawals were probably the most severe. He stayed in the hospital for a month.
DeRoche has made a commitment to kids who have become his heart. At the start, he was just another foster parent.
So you take the 11-week course. They do your background check, your fingerprinting. They come in and they do a huge inspection of your house.
To care for children, 3 and 4 children that are born to heroin-addicted moms, it's certainly something that's very admirable. Just not your normal crying baby with a little bit of colic, but a baby that's addicted to drugs. It is a 24-hour job that these families devote their time and their love and nurturing to these babies.
The children have shown no side effects to the drugs they were exposed to.
You saved these kids' lives.
But they've also saved my life.
Tracy was turning 50 when Luther was placed in his home.
My dad had passed away at 55. I'm thinking, I can't leave these kids at 5 years old. So then it made me think, so then I went and lost 55 pounds and started taking care of myself so that I would be around for them. We go to Disney 3 times a year. Last year we went on a Disney cruise. Next month we're going on the Disney Alaska cruise.
I've been begging to go on the water slide.
DeRoche is the owner of a successful business in the Bywater, which frees him up to be the dad these kids could only dream of.
One of them's mom was living with the brother underneath the interstate, and then the other one, the mom was living, I don't know, in like a house with 20 other people. I don't know. Everybody says I spoil them too much, but then I think, oh my gosh, if I don't spoil them, this is what it could have ended up being.
They get me everything I want. They're really nice, and if I want to play outside, well, I do.
All 3 of the children are legally adopted, a rebirth, signaling a permanent place in a loving home. And there's more. This is Christopher, the 4th heroin baby that Tracy DeRoche has taken in. The adoption should be final soon.
I'm very, very lucky. So it was kind of meant to be. There's something there that, just clicked.
If you would like to be a foster parent and possibly adopt a child, it's easy to start the process. For more information, there's a link on our website, fox8live.com.